It's for Virgo. Divine Masculine Virgo. Share my tarot generating worlds could be reversed, may not resonate. Sorry for your loss. Takes a couple days. Thank God your heart didn't break. That was painful. It takes a couple of days, even if they're not having a funeral and they're cremating. You have to wait 3 days for the cremation, which is probably today. And then normally the layout would have been Monday, Tuesday. Burial would be Friday regardless. So you still had to treat it like a burial. A friend, you really wouldn't get time off. But if you are, you would take off today or Wednesday. You still have to treat it like a burial, I don't know what your family does, what you're doing. You have to still go through that. That's the reason why funerals are designed the way that they are. I had to bury my ex practically with my family because his family was psychotic. Yeah. Anyways, I mean, who tries to sacrifice and hex and curse your girlfriend? I mean, like, I never even met these people. I don't know, we were not even together that long. Like, it's so weird. Anyways, I'll talk about the dead. I'm sorry. But anyways, you have to, yes, there's a backfire still going on. So the only thing that gets relieved is the spell work, if you did any on her or what she did on you. That could take all the way up to the funeral. That's why it's very important that you bury that. You got to get rid of everything that she gave you because there was spell work involved. You have to wash everything, make sure it's all clean. Yeah, your house, everything needs to be cleaned. Everything. Baseboards, everything. She did a bug spell too. So I would suggest a spray. Because the backfire, there's no control of backfire. It just goes wherever. Anybody that's involved in it. So, the backfire hasn't even started yet. This is just the spell work that, and then of course the sorrow, Anyways, that doesn't relieve the hex and curse, whatever that is. That's going right through your town with a bunch of people that don't belong there. So it's I don't understand that at all. If you claim you weren't involved in it. So I had to look through that after I just spent all weekend looking at another spell. Fun. So that one is facing east. Pisces moon, Cancer moon. There's two mysterious people. Well, here and here. Then Taurus. Taurus was in reverse, and then the High Priestess was in reverse. So I guess somebody was trying to harvest that in, I guess. And then the King and Queen of Wands were in reverse, and the King and Queen of Cups were in reverse. So I still have to look at the spell. There was two other people, but I don't know what their sign were. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Still in Taurus or what? I mean, even if Taurus chickened out, it doesn't matter. He still said yes at the beginning. It doesn't matter. The devil doesn't play nicely. Anyways, so there's a block from the Empress for 3 days just because of your grieving. It's not really her problem. You're turning into baggage. 10 of Wands, because you don't want to let shit go. We don't bring regret and sorrow, problems. Nothing comes into heaven. You were chosen one because God likes whatever you developed in this life. You don't have a higher self. Whatever you're waiting for to come in, it's not coming. Your higher self has been thrown. Everybody already went through this. You're a very late bloomer. For whatever reason, he liked you. You're not the first time I've seen this story. He liked you and willing to work with you, but if you keep doing dumb stuff, they're just going to throw you. We don't have time for this. We're about ready to go through a force field in less than 48 hours. So, they'll put you in stimulation, and then if you still don't want to do, you know, what's expected of you, then you'll just be thrown. We don't violate people's privacies. We don't. This is why you guys live in so much chaos and drama, because that's all you wish on each other. And the spell work, nobody monitors it unless something comes through and needs cleared out. And like your field need cleared out because you're a chosen one. You can go back to the devil. You already made it very clear you went back to the devil. Here's Virgo creeping out. You know, to go do this last spell. So that's why that ties back on you. And then the hexing and cursing, you did open a porthole and you were doing string work down here. So, and key work spells. Well, yeah, it all has to be brought to light. That's what happens. You're out of Saturn pattern. Yeah, well, that's why I keep saying past. You're out of it. You're out of it. You're out of that. It's cheating, calling in the higher ups anyways for power. FYI. I don't know what happens to you. It's none of my business. They'll put you through a series of councils and whatever. Not my problem, not my business. If it becomes my business because I'm involved in it, that's a different story. And yeah, that's that. Yeah, Taurus, having faith. I don't know what this message. Yeah, you're brokenhearted and you're going on a karmic wheel. It looks like you have to heal. You're not brokenhearted. You're just in sorrow. Your heart did not break. You two do not love each other. Something about work. It looks like you're going to be brokenhearted over work because you're probably getting fired. So I would start looking for jobs at Amazon if I were you. That's the only place you're going to get a job because nobody wants to work for them. Yeah, you're saying an unfair justice, but you called God in. You called God in and temperance for some kind of protection. You called the angels in to protect you for what you're doing. Do you really think angels are going to not snitch on you? Oh, yeah, they came in and protected the Empress. The person that Yins were trying to sacrifice. I mean, were you trying to sacrifice? Here we go again with the Palace of Swords. I don't know. Are they kicking you out or what? Or are you coming to the Palace of Swords for more truth? Yeah, over this Page of Wands. A page. I mean, were you trying to hex and curse the Empress again? I mean, by the looks of it, I mean, it looks like you were in on the hex and the curse and the last spell. You just wonder why nothing ever turns out. You can't sacrifice somebody. And when the Satan comes in and says he needs a sacrifice for your spell to work, that's pretty bad. I mean, you were really, really down there in the pits of hell, all the way down at the bottom, dealing with that woman. Yeah, these are swords. And Libra, Gemini, Aquarius ain't dealing with it. Just cut you out. And there's feelings involved here. So you need to make your intentions clear. What you want. Nobody's going to babysit you. Yeah, you're being reset. Well, everything that you tried to do to the Empress, you definitely won't be getting any of that powers back. If you did. I mean, are you going to keep lying? I don't know. Getting bored. It's been a year. Patience has run out for Libra. Anything else here for Virgo? I'm going to waste my energy reading your mind. You have questions. You need to come with your questions. Moving on. Page of Swords. Spying. Spying again? Or is this you? This Page of Wands? What are you doing with this Page of Wands energy? They took all your fire from you, maybe? I mean, those are some pretty hefty spells you were doing there against the Empress. That does come with costs. I mean, your air and your fire might be down no page. Yeah. All your investments, unfulfilled success, and you're being reset. You're still waiting. You're still not being honest here about something. Your question is no. Whatever your question is, the answer is no. Taking a leap of faith back to yourself. Looks like you're going to be crying over, what, a commitment or something here? What, a gift from God? What is this, please? It's the Ace of Pentacles. You wanted your coin back? Is that really all you care about? Hey, you're going back to the doorway. What did I say? You're just going to keep circling around to the doorway until you learn your lessons. Since she was completely gone. So, that's how far down in hell you were. That you were had access to contracts that were already closed out. Down there, wherever you were roaming around, down in the pits of hell there. Up in heaven, you get the new ones that you don't know the outcome of because they're not written yet. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I made that pretty clear when class was closing. So, yeah, you've tried to figure out old problems. You got stuck in something that you couldn't get yourself out of, and a soulmate has to come in and save you. That's how that works. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You called the higher ups. So if you did do the hex and curse, that hex and curse stays there until it gets figured out. Over lifetimes on your record, it does. It's not down there, it's here on this realm because this is when it happened. But as your lives go on, it will only be on your record. It's only something you'll see in your reality, okay? But it stays there until the curse is removed. So you need to be clear what the Hierophant was in reverse, and I'm going to assume that what you were doing, your origins were acting like you were a couple again, but you weren't because this is non-existent. These were already files that were closed, and she was already gone, okay? You were just dealing with a walking dead, we call it. Somebody with no soul. Playing around with the dead. So, High Priestess in reverse, Hierophant in reverse. Why would you be doing that in reverse? The illusion was not there. King and Queen of Wands in reverse. King and Queen of Cups in reverse. Page of Swords in the middle. Nine of Pentacles in the middle. And some other stuff I still don't have memorized yet because I'm still working on it. To memorize it so then I don't have to I can look at it wherever I'm at. Emperor, looks, here we are, and you're down to a page. You need to be honest. You want to be reset and stay in heaven. Yes, here's the truth came out again. I don't know why she was doing bug spells. That's just terrible. So I definitely tell your mom to spray. Go buy some spray. Spray everywhere. So she could listen in is normally why that's so stupid. I never understood the bug stuff. Yeah, this is the Palace of Wands. Something with your fire energy. All right, what about this? What are we at? 'Cause I don't have much. Okay, 1342. Why would you keep repeatedly doing something that wasn't working? We keep forgiving you right now, and you keep having another chance with the Empress because we know you're fighting your ego. That's the only reason why you're getting away with this right now. You're not going to keep dealing with this. You want lower to feel like what it feels like down there again? I mean, by all means. You're already back at the doorway. I told you, yeah, this is over your King of Wands energy. Cancer, Chariot. The movement forward is blocked right now because you're still not being honest about some things. And you're at the crossroads with Libra. That you had the open door and the key to. And you still hex and curse somebody. I mean, something about... Well, I don't know what secrets you're trying to look for. I'm not going to expose someone's secrets. That will not be happening. Sex is not really going to do anything. It will help heal you, because she's a healer. She's a shaman. I mean, it's not going to, you can't put demons and stuff on her. She's a healer. They don't work on her. She fights demons. Is that what you have questions of? She's a healer, a shaman worker, a root worker. She can reroute people's, charts and shit. She's the opposite of the dark. So what are you going to do, Mr. Emperor? You don't get both. You have to choose one or the other, light or dark. Nobody will come back and save you again. You get one save. This is something you asked for. You did a calling in your soulmate spell because you were sick of all the drama and the bullshit. And then you get your girlfriend and you don't want them because you don't have control over them. Why don't you like being free? I mean, you liked it there for a minute. You're like, wow, I got to you had a couple nice days of fresh air going in your lungs. And then you did it again. I mean, we understand you guys, whatever. But you're still making the conscience shift to do it. You're still in charge of yourself regardless if you're tied to someone or not. Because you haven't sold your soul to the devil. So we're really just confused here. We're not going to be here battling your egos for you. You have to do that yourself. That's why you're stuck in Virgo. That battling the ego. Seeing the light within yourself, within your path. You definitely have a planet in Capricorn and one in Taurus. Gemini. Yeah, you're battling this Two of Wands. You don't know what you want. We're going through a force field in less than 48 hours. You don't make up your mind, we'll make it for you. Yeah, you had your misintentions of temperance for whatever. Unless you're doing Satanist. It's calling Satan in and doing it in reverse and stirring a pot. So if you two were doing all that together, you were forgiven because you're fighting your ego. Yeah, you have no plan anyways. I'm telling you right now, the only place you're going to be getting a job at is Amazon. Unless you want to go deliver bread. I mean, that's pretty boring though. You can deliver bread. It's not really vending machine jobs anymore. I definitely take Amazon. The only way you can get in Giant Eagle is if you know somebody that works there. Yeah, juggling your feelings, not listening to your intuition. Well, you need to, still says you're going to move forward. But the burden, though, you need to drop that. That's not the Empress's problem. That's your problem. That's all the lessons that you are refusing to let go of or learn from. You become dead weights. You become baggage, extra baggage. Okay? Oh, will you get your arrow back? The arrow already got used on the Empress. So, that's why it was in reverse. That's why it wasn't working for the spell. And since the spell didn't work, why don't you get your energy back? Because it all comes with a cost. Your intentions. Because of your intentions. Yeah, you're a joker right now. Oh, you've been cut out. You've been cut out. I don't know what to tell you. You broke. I mean, practically made somebody cry for no reason at all. The Empress did absolutely nothing to you for this. Just so you could sacrifice someone for their power. It doesn't make any sense. It's not how that works. And you repeatedly have done it over and over and over again throughout your life. Still unclear why Indians do that, because if you go to that continent, that's not what they do. Somebody self-surrenders herself for the ritual. You don't just pick somebody out of the crowd. Somebody physically has to give themselves. You should watch documentaries on it. That's all Indians keep saying is my ancestors, but there's just no proof of anything. That's why we just let it go and we just forget about Indians, and it just sits there and tops out. Gets topped out. You get so many chances with all the things, and then once you've done everything and it still doesn't work, you keep doing it. So we just top it out, it's called. Now you want to reverse the love. I mean, you're just, yeah, we're not going to sit here while you battle your ego. Now, there's the completion here with Leo. And Leo's intentions were just because the Empress was in the way. Not for no other reason. Not because she wanted the Empress's power. Caused all this, wanted to win it at all costs. Just for your Queen of Pentacles energy. Anything else? I'm so sick of looking at this. Yeah, you're going on your soul journey. All eyes on you until you start doing things. If you want to go in the dark, we'll shut you, close your case, and then that's that. You're not being clear what you're asking me. Healing's in reverse and the Cup of Love's in reverse, but you want your Two of Cups. You think you're on a journey to go find another Two of Cups when you have a Two of Cups. So you can give your Two of Cups for whoever you want, okay? You want back in with the Empress. You know, yes, it's going to cost your Two of Cups because you're not being clear on what you want. You're not being in the commitment with the relationship. Your future. You need to think about your future. Who do you have feelings for? Emperor and Empress. What do you know? And your happiness, victory, get your nobility back, your wish fulfillment. Yeah, and you won't let this person go. So, it doesn't matter. God will come through with the force and break it. Yeah, you think the Empress is rejecting you, but she's not. She's not dealing with your problems. Your problems. Yeah, there's a leap of faith again. You're at the doorway. This is being stupid. When this is in reverse, that means you're being stupid. It's just like this, being in reverse. Being in two minds. Being two-faced. Not being clear. Doing one thing one way so that you get your way. You're acting like a teenager. Are you stuck somewhere? You need to go and filter out your brain through your teenage years. Where did this come from? Can't do that stuff unless you're right next to me. I can't do it. And I need permission anyways, and I'm not. I just don't have the time. I got other stuff I'm doing. And I go on break anyways next week. So this might be your last night. Yes, everything is hidden from you. You're worried about your magic. That's not up to me. That's up to God once you start going through a series of tests again to earn it back. You messed up. You get punished just like a kid. Yeah, this and this is in reverse. So, what are you, it was trying to come out in reverse. Reverse the death spell. You think the death spell hit the Empress? Is that what you were trying to do? Were your intentions for the death spell to put a death to the relationship and the contract with the Empress so that everything went back to you? Is that what you were trying to do with having sex with the Satan? Very unclear. You already agreed at council what the meaning of the spell work was. You can't reverse that now. We looked at it 3 or 4. The Empress alone looked at it 3 times. So she looked at it 3 times. Everybody on council, 90 council, looked at it 3 times. So 9 times 3, you can do the math. Okay? That's how many times that spell was looked at. We presented it. Everybody agreed on it. We move on. We don't keep going back and forth. We're going to open up the hex next. So you need to be upfront and open about that. So there's 9 other people on council that are by law are allowed to open up your brain and look into it and see what's going on. So I highly suggest you be, I mean, you're already losing your job over this. All right, we're not going into this. Yeah, all your past relationships were unfulfilled. Same thing with you. Whoopie-doo-dah. You try again. You don't bring your mistakes into the new one. Yeah, you're still not being honest about something. Something with the Cancer moon or the Cancer energy or whatever. And the romance is in reverse, but that doesn't mean anything because it flipped 1,000 times on the floor. Yeah, the Hierophant. You called in that for protection with, we told you had 48 hours to answer it. The spell was done on what? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's day 3. So it closed out, what, yesterday? Or what? I don't know. Do the math. You can look. I don't go back. Stuff is just way too fast. Why would we keep going back and looking at stuff we already closed out? You know, you need to get out of 2 minds. This, being two-faced. Don't go back. We're opening up the hex today or tomorrow or whenever. This was already, if you have questions about what you did on Friday with Satan, that was already closed out. We already agreed with you and accepted that, and whatever that was, you get 3 chances for forgiveness. So, I mean, in the first 30 days, you've already lost one of your forgiveness. So you better, you have relationship problems because you cheat, okay? That's what your problems are. So do you need a triangle? Do you need that to feel satisfied in life? Okay, then you would jump, we would push you, and that's that. Some stuff with your teenage years, because your regression, everybody has this, you know, everybody goes into regression at a certain age. Yours is teenagers. Whatever that problem is, you can re-listen to that. You're going to be going through a detox. You're going to need to turn off your phone for a couple of days and really, really stop with the control. There's too much interference with you. You let everybody control you. You know, it was all fine and dandy when you were just doing the spell work, having fun with sex, but then you got a really good look at it. You're like, oh my God. You know, yeah, you're still going through shock, and then you lost somebody. We understand. You're not being rejected from the Empress. You're just going through something that you need to deal with alone right now. And then go from there. I don't know. You could put your name and number in the mailbox with a gift, with a card. The garbage men do. I've done it all. I've had many cards put in my mailbox with someone's address and phone number in case I wanted to give them a tip. Everywhere I've lived. So I'm just saying, it's not like there's no way that you cannot talk to them, because you can't. Yeah, you had a porthole open. That's why the connection was so much more stronger. Now that's closed. So you have to learn how to deal with this, not knowing what's going on and trusting somebody. We're not going to have 10 doors to hell open because you can't trust people. You can't trust your lover. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense. To someone who's not even doing anything to you. You should know what her habits are by now. You've seen her every day for a year. Have been in her energy every day for a year, physically in her energy. So, that's it. Goodbye.